What's up, y'all? Welcome back to Sweet and Savory Barbecue. I'm your host, Jamie Trader. Today we're going to be doing chicken cordon bleu on our Weber Kettle. Let's get started. So we've got a couple of boneless, skinless chicken breasts here. We're just going to kind of clean them up just a little bit. If there's anything hanging, let's go ahead and take that off. Squab of fat, we don't need that. Not going to go crazy, that looks pretty good. Same thing with this other one. It's got this little fat seam that's kind of running down the side. We're just going to get these cleaned up. It's really all the trim work we're going to do to them. The next thing we're going to do is butterfly them open. That's basically just cutting them in half, but not quite through. Just kind of try and find the middle of your chicken breast. Start kind of cutting around. Then you can kind of fold it. And you want it to almost lay flat, kind of like that. We've got some prosciutto here. We're going to lay in the middle. Make sure you get all this plastic off. Some gruyere cheese. Then we're going to close that chicken back up. You see on the bottom here, we're kind of open a little bit. That's okay. We're going to wrap this guy up in some bacon. That's going to do a couple of things. It's going to add a little flavor, and who doesn't like bacon? And it's, like I said, it's going to hold in that cheese. Before we wrap this up in bacon, we're going to hit it with some Hogs AP rub. It's going to give us some good flavor down underneath the bacon. Now let's get it wrapped up. So it's going to be pretty simple to wrap it up in bacon. Just take a strip. If you want to use some thin bacon, it'll help cook a little bit better when you wrap it up. And just go around the chicken breast. One more piece ought to do us. Right here around the front. There we go. One last thing for just a little bit of color. We're going to use a little bit of barbecue rub. We're actually using Myron Mixon's keto chicken rub. It's out of his new keto barbecue book. If you want that recipe, go check out that book. It's really awesome. Some great recipes in there. It's going to give us some color, a little bit of flavor. And that's all it's going to take for these chicken breasts. I'm going to get this other one prepped up. We'll see you at the grill. We've got 2 chimneys full of royal oak lump charcoal. A couple of tumbleweeds underneath. Give them a light. Let that charcoal get good and hot. If you're using a smaller kettle, we're using our 26-inch Weber kettle today. If you're using a smaller one, 1 chimney of charcoal should do you just fine. Our charcoal's getting good and hot. I start seeing some flames peeking up over the top of it. We're going to get this set up for a 2-zone fire. We're going to dump all our coals on one side. We're going to go ahead and get our cooking grate in place. I'm not going to use any wood on this cook. This charcoal is going to provide all the flavor we need. We're going to let this grill get nice and warm. Then we're going to cut the vents back to about 50% on the top and on the bottom. We've got our exhaust over here. That way it draws across the coals and out, and it's going to cook this chicken perfectly. We've let our grill get nice and hot. We're going to go ahead and get these chicken breasts on. We're going to put them over on our cool side, away from our coals. Them on. Again, we're not really cooking at a specific temperature here on our kettle. We just got our vents about 50% open, top and bottom. That's going to cook this chicken just the way we need it. We're looking for 165 degrees internal temperature. Then it'll be done and it'll be ready to eat. So we've already got one of our chicken breasts off. I'm going to check this other one. Sitting at about 160. We're gonna go ahead and get that off. It'll carry up to 165 while it rests. So we've got our chicken cordon bleus off our Weber kettle. These things don't need to rest very long at all. Just a couple of minutes while we get everything set up here is the only rest time we gave these pieces of chicken cordon bleu. Before we dig in, a quick review of what we did. We started with some chicken breasts. They were boneless and skinless. We butterflied them open, put some prosciutto and some cheese in there, put them back together, wrapped them up in bacon. We seasoned them with the Killer Hogs AP and a little bit of the keto chicken rub out of Myron Mixon's new keto barbecue book. Put them on our Weber kettle with our vents 50% on top, 50% on the bottom. And they took about 45 minutes. This is a quick, easy meal, a great weekday kind of meal. Something that doesn't take all evening, especially when it's hot like it is now. So now we're going to go ahead and move some of these out of the way. And we're going to cut these guys open. Oh man, the cheese is melted perfectly. Now get in here and get me a bite. Y'all gotta give me a minute. All those flavors just pair perfectly together. The cheese, the prosciutto, the bacon has a nice, really good element that you don't get in traditional chicken cordon bleu. And of course you get that grill flavor coming off that Weber kettle with the royal oak charcoal. Thank you for checking out this week's video. We hope you enjoyed it. Be sure to subscribe to the channel and ring the bell so you don't miss any of our upcoming videos. And we'll see y'all next time.